Hi, my name is Alex. I'm the Senior Audio Engineer at Lower Street. And in this video, we're going to be talking about mic technique. Now, at the risk of sounding childish, it's not the equipment you have, but it's how you use it. Now, a recording on a cheap microphone done with excellent mic technique will often sound better than a recording done on an excellent microphone with very poor mic technique. So, the very first step is making sure that you're wearing your headphones, because if you can't hear yourself, then you won't be able to tell what is and what isn't working for you whilst you're using the microphone. Now, the first thing that is in your control to a degree is actually where you decide to record. So this is unfortunately a case of do as I say, but not as I do, because I'm currently in pretty poor environment to be recording VO. There are lots of hard surfaces. It's a large room. I'm echoing quite a bit. A bedroom is an excellent place to record yourself talking on a microphone. It's full of nice, soft furnishings. There's not many echoes. And who knows, it might be more comfortable as well.
So once you've found a place for yourself to record that is comfortable, you'll need to plonk your microphone down in front of you using whatever stand you'd like, whatever one is preferable for you, and positioning it not just where you are at the start of the recording, but where you'll be halfway through or at the end of the recording. It's very common to start an interview or a piece of VO and have excellent upright posture, and then as time goes on, you just sink further and further away from the microphone, and now you sound as though you're on the other side of the room. And it doesn't make any sense because you sounded great at the start when you did your sound check. So set your microphone for where you will be and just update it. Change its position as you go through the recording. Now, the second thing is the distance of the microphone from your mouth. This varies from microphone to microphone. For this, the Shure MV7, about a fist away is a good distance. Now, the next thing is the positioning of the microphone. And as you can see here, I have it slightly off axis. So there's a direct line from my mouth to the camera. And this means that if I say any heavy plosives, any P's or B's or D's, then all of that energy, instead of going directly into the rather sensitive diaphragm on the microphone, just goes out into fresh air. So as well as you moving around in terms of your posture throughout the recording, you may find yourself looking in different directions. You may have multiple monitors, and that's another thing to bear in mind, because your voice sounds really different whether it is directly in front of the microphone or facing completely the other way. So again, it's just staying on top of where the microphone is in relation to you and moving it about as you need to, if you need to, but ideally just staying in the same position and sticking with what works. So this microphone stand, like almost all microphone stands, is attached to this desk. Well, it's sitting on it. And sound loves to travel through solid objects. You'll notice so far I've been making a conscious effort to keep my arms fairly still, because any thudding or bumping from your arms themselves or from your leg on the table leg will travel through the table, up the mic stand, and will end up in your final recording. And now, as well as those larger things, it's also important to take care of the smaller things, like shuffling pieces of paper or taking a drink of water, which is important to do because you want to keep hydrated and avoid having a dry mouth. So the ideal time to do all these things, because, aside from the knocking and bumping, you will need to rearrange something every now and then, is to do that when someone else is talking. So if you're being interviewed when the host is talking, or if you're hosting when the interviewee is talking. That way, even if the microphone does pick it up, it's not going to be used in the finished episode because we'll be focusing on the person who is actually talking.
So when you're recording, it's important to think about where you're recording, how you're positioning yourself, how you're positioning the mic, and most importantly of all, wearing your headphones so that you can tell immediately when something is or isn't working. It really makes all the difference in the world. So having said all this stuff about how you need to be conscious of the angle of your mouth relative to the microphone, your posture, how you shuffle pieces of paper, I'm going to say something which might sound a little bit annoying, which is that it's also important to relax, because podcasting is a really natural medium. We're often just having genuine conversations with each other. So it's important to relax, and that way you come across as more human and you have much more fun in having the conversation. If you'd like to know more about how to set up those conversations, specifically in-person recordings, we also have a video for that.